Some say Chinese is one of the most difficult languages in the world, and learning it is almost impossible.
So learning Chinese, the most difficult thing.
非常非常非常非常非常难
So I'm sort of tone deaf. I can't really hear them.
I think the cultural mindset is the biggest complication for
The
us.
grammar.
知吃思诗都还难
It's just complicated so much.
Only because you're not learning it in the right way. Why not try Takeaway Chinese, where you can take some Chinese away and experience progress day by day. Takeaway Chinese, we will promise you a difference.
你好，欢迎收听随行汉语 Welcome to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin with Tony Reed in the studio. Hi, Tony.
Hey, Nunu. It's always a pleasure to be here as usual.
Very
my favorite
happy.
teacher.
Thank you very much, and very happy to have you here. My favorite student.
Oh,
At least in the studio. No, I'm kidding. You are my star student.
Oh, very sweet. So what are we talking about today?
We are talking about something very interesting, and I believe you would definitely have some experience in this area.
Okay.
We are talking about 会员.
Hui Yuan. Sounds very familiar. Hui, does this have something to do with meeting?
It has, yes. Actually, 会 would mean a meeting, and yuan is talking about people.
Okay.
So if you're a person regularly attending a certain kind of meeting, you would be a member of that meeting. Which is why 会员 actually means member. And it can also mean membership, as in if you join a membership of a certain club or
Okay.
you purchase a membership
Right.
from a certain platform. So you can enjoy the membership discount, the membership bonus, something like that.
Of course. I think I got a lot of familiarity with that. And I think a lot of people are these days. 'Cause it seems like you can't do anything without a membership, right? You got to
Yeah.
be part of that club. Otherwise, you're just an outsider.
Yeah, and I think initially when we think of membership, we would think of those that you need to sign in, you need to leave your personal information. But gradually people realize the membership that really counts would be the ones that you pay for. You pay a certain amount of money for a period of time, and
Yeah.
then you would be able to enjoy the benefit we talked about.
Absolutely. Yeah, I have a personal revelation with that. So, yes.
So that is going to be the topic of today's Takeaway Chinese. We're going to talk about some certain perks of being a member of a club, of a website, of a mall, something like that, and also
A mall.
yeah, a mall. You would not believe being a member of a mall actually provides you with a lot of benefits.
I didn't even know that was possible. Okay.
Yeah, it is. You can get credit when you're shopping in the mall, and then with the credit, you would be able to use the credit to get certain kind of bonus, certain kind of discount, and also
to get into debt as well, right?
So yeah, a lot of different,
Pros and
perks.
cons.
Pros and cons. And hopefully after today's session, we would have a better understanding about ourselves when we're purchasing the memberships.
All right, all right.
Yeah, so for our dear listeners, if you're interested in Chinese culture and you want to get a grip on the Chinese language, then this is the show for you. Stick with us for 30 minutes and you soon see the rewards. And for more fun Chinese learning, follow our Facebook page, CRI Learn Chinese, to watch many fun videos and live streams. But now, let's provide you with some free Chinese for takeaway. 你最近在追什么新剧吗？我在看一个新出的悬疑网剧，但是因为我没有会员，所以一周只能看2集。我每天心急如焚的等更新，晚1分钟就心急火燎，坐立难安。哈哈哈，我有会员啊，我借你，太感谢了。我有其他平台的会员，如果你有需要，千万别跟我 客气。
Yeah, that sounds like somebody's bragging about their connections and what they have.
No, I think it's someone being very generous, helping out a friend, you know, waiting for the plot to move on, really ready to know the murder, but have no membership. But actually, if I'm in that position, I would purchase the membership right there. I can't wait.
Yeah.
When it comes to stories, novels, TV series, I just can't wait. I do not have the kind of patience.
Yeah, freeloaders. You can only have a certain amount of.
You're calling them freeloaders. They're watching the advertisement. They're creating clicks to the show. They're not freeloaders. They're just, lovely audience.
Yeah, but they need somebody else to help them watch the show, right? So you're paying for this membership, and other people are jumping onto your membership. I guess allotments. Right?
the quote unquote freeloader is also sharing his or her membership. So. At the end of the day, we're all winners.
I'd cut them off.
Except for the
I'd cut them off
platform.
after a week. I'd be like, all right, you got 7 days. And then after that, you're off. You need to get your own membership.
Aw. Anyway, I think it's a fun conversation. And perhaps for those of us who do not view this kind of behavior, freeloading behavior.
How do you say freeloader in Chinese? Is there a word for that?
I think there is a really kind of old one, out-of-date one. We
Out
don't
of date?
use it yet anymore. We call it 吃白食.
吃
白
by
食
same.
食.
Oh, sure.
So 吃 is to eat.
Yeah.
And 白 is, here it means free. So you're not paying for it. It is the same kind of character.
Eating
same
for
character.
free.
Yeah, same character, white. But here it actually means you're not paying for it. And 食 is 食物, food. So you're eating the food that you're not paying for. Here, it's basically saying you're freeloading. You're depending on others. But like I said, this is not a very modern kind of word. I mean,
Okay.
kids nowadays do not really use it.
All right.
Or maybe there's another one that's a little bit more common. 占便宜.
江.
占 means to be on a position. 占位子 would be if you say 这个座位有人占了吗? So the seat is the seat taken. So 占 and 便宜 占便宜 together would mean freeloading in a degree to a certain extent. 便宜. So if you say you are a freeloader and you always took advantage from me, you can say 你总是占我便宜.
Okay.
I didn't realize I would be sharing these expressions when we step into the studio with this topic.
These are so fun. Come on.
Yeah, they are a little bit fun. Okay, let's go back to membership-related expressions.
All right.
So for the first sentence, 你最近在追什么新剧吗?
So this is, have you been following any new shows lately? I despise shows personally.
Why?
Because of the reason that you mentioned earlier. When you start it, they always leave you hanging and you have to watch the next one and the next one. And it's just, it's so nerve-wracking.
That's just because they're good. I love the stories.
It's just that the human brain, the human being has this need for closure. And when you don't get it, it's really frustrating. And so you've got to watch the next one. But anyway, I digress.
Okay.
All right. Have you been following any new shows lately? So, 你最近, this is you recently, right? 在, and this is, I guess this is the continuous tense,
Yes.
right? 追,
追
is that 追 or 追?
追
追. Is this follow?
Yes, actually, 追 means to chase after.
Okay.
And it can mean chase after in the sense that you're chasing after a girl. So you can say 我最近正在追她. So recently I am, trying to woo her, make her my girlfriend, something like that.
Okay.
So that kind of 追. And 追, even though here we only say 追 as the verb, but I think here because we have 追什么新剧, so together it's actually the verb 追剧. So follow a new series. 剧 suggests 电视剧, TV show, TV drama.
Okay. 追什么? This
什么?
is what? And then 新剧.
新剧
So this is a new
show, yeah.
Right? And then 嘛.
我在看一个新出的悬疑网剧.
And this is, I'm watching a new online mystery drama. So 我在, that means I am, right? 看, this is watch.
Watch.
And then 一个 is one.
One, of course, you can also say 一部. That's 不 would be a more proper or official kind of measure word, but 一个 works for sure.
Okay, 一个 is more prevalent. I know that one. 新出的
新出的
And that means newly released, right?
Yes. So 新 is new and 出 is something like 推出 published. So 推出 would be push out, and if you push something out of the curtain onto the stage, would be releasing it, right? So 新出的 newly released.
So push something out on the stage. Okay, got it. 悬疑
悬疑
Okay, I believe that is like suspense or it's a certain genre, right?
Yes. So suspense is the things that you build up before you reveal, I don't know, the true murderer, the result, the
mystery.
The mystery. So 悬疑. And that is why for thrillers, for mystery drama, we use the word 悬疑.
Okay. And then next we have 网剧.
网剧.
So is this the word for drama or online drama?
Online drama. See, you're getting good at that. Because 剧, we talked about 电视剧 is like TV shows.
Okay.
So 剧 carries the meaning of a series of videos getting together, forming a drama. So it's not movies.
So it's a series.
But it's a series. So
Okay.
电视剧 would be TV series and 网剧 would be online series.
So this isn't exactly a drama. It's just an online, like it's a online like TV show.
Online TV show. But because 悬疑 we know is the suspense kind of drama. So 悬疑剧 together actually is drama.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's not mystery series.
Yes, it is mystery series. We do not really know if it's happy or sad. It's just a series of show with a lot of mysteries in it.
Okay.
So
Got it.
剧 carries the meaning of a series.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Moving on. 但是因为我没有会员，所以一周只能看2集。
Okay, so this is because I don't have a membership, I can only watch 2 episodes a week. It's kind of funny because when you're really involved in a TV show, just 2
It
is
drives you crazy.
All right, so 但是 this is but,
Yep.
因为 this is because, 我没有 that means I don't have, 会员 this is membership,
Yes.
所以 this is so, 一周
一周
so 一周 means like 1 week,
one
right?
week. What is the other way of saying week?
星期
星期 yes, perfect. How to say weekend?
I think that's 周末
周末 yes, perfect.
星期 but the word completely changes when you say this 星期 I don't understand. 星 is new and then what is 期?
No, just 星期 together is just week.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, moving on to 只能
只能
So 只能 is
can only.
can and only. Okay,
Yes.
can
So
only.
只 is only and 能 is can. So only can only.
All right, and then 看 is look or see or
Or
watch,
watch,
right? 两集
2集
So 两 is like 2
2 episodes.
2 episodes, yeah.
So sad.
That's probably good. It's better. You're more productive if the amount that you can watch is controlled. Otherwise,
I'll totally
you'll
binge
just
watch
stay
it.
up all night.
Yeah, I
and
do that.
Watch it, which is insane. I can't do that.
I don't think I should, but I did it so many times and it's really exhausting. But you can't stop.
Yeah. Okay.
OK， 我每天心急如焚地等更新，晚1分钟就心急火燎，坐立难安。
So I wait frantically for updates every day, and I'm anxious and restless if the new episode comes a minute later than scheduled. Yeah, these people are
Totally
have
hooked.
some problems. It's like a drug addict. So 我每天 so I every day,
I
right?
every day.
心急如焚.
心急如焚. This is an idiom.
Yeah, I think this means like nervous or anxious, right?
Yes, actually, 心 is heart. 急 is in a hurry, very anxious. 着急, I am in a hurry. I need to do this thing right away. And 如 is like. 焚 is to burn. So it's saying that I feel like my heart is in such a rush and it hurts like it's been burned. Something's burning my heart. That's how anxious I am right now.
Okay.
I really enjoy.
Can't say that I had the feeling, but okay.
You're a very calm person. You just have this inner strength, this inner peace.
Well,
Strong mind.
I get anxious too, but I just don't have. I'm not anxious enough to where my heart burns.
Yeah, but don't you think it paints a really vivid picture? You would totally understand.
I see an actual
this
physical
person is.
heart like burning, like someone is taking something hot and like sticking it on.
Ew.
Yeah, my visuals are a little bit different.
Yeah.
Maybe I've seen too many scary dramas or scary TV shows.
Yes. So 心急如焚, this is the idiom showcasing how much in a hurry you are. Actually, when you're waiting for a result of a TV show or the result of your test, a very important test or exam, you would feel 心急如焚.
And then 心急如焚的等. So
Wait.
Okay, this is not light, it's wait.
Uh-huh.
And then 更新.
更新.
And this is like update or
Yes.
yeah, those are those updates you're waiting for.
Yes. So
right?
更新 in itself actually can be the verb update. It can also be the updates, so the nouns. And here apparently we're waiting for the updated episodes.
Got it. And then 晚.
晚.
Is this the evening or like when you say good night or something?
It
you
is
say?
the same character, and here it means late.
Okay, late.
Late.
一分钟.
1分钟.
Is this 1 minute?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then 久心急火燎.
心急火燎.
And that is an expression, and I think that's anxious, right?
Yeah, similar. Actually, it's really similar to 心急如焚. We talked about 心急如焚 being your heart is being burned, and 心急火燎 is basically painting the same picture. 心急 we know is heart in a rush. 火 is fire. 燎 is burn. So fire.
More visuals, guys.
More visuals. You can understand it as your heart is in such a hurry. It's like you are being burned
Someone
in
has
person.
put gas all over it and struck a match, and your heart is on fire.
We do not really need the details in that.
Well, I mean, I'm just giving you my visuals.
Your visual is scary.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. 坐立难安.
坐立难安. So I think that's another
It's
word that
Yes.
denotes some kind of movement of the body.
yes.
Where
So
you're shaking
坐
constantly,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. So 坐 is to sit. 立 is to stand. So 坐下 sit down. 立站立 would be stand up. And 难 is hard. And 安 means to settle or to find peace. So no matter if I'm sitting down or I'm standing up, I just feel the struggling feeling and just there's no way that I can feel comfortable. So 坐立难安, it means this person is very nervous, restless.
Okay.
So if you want to describe the situation where you are certainly not comfortable waiting for something or eager for something to happen, you can use these 3 idioms. 心急如焚, really in a hurry. 心急火燎, really want to know what happened next. 坐立难安, feel restless.
Got it. All right.
哈哈哈，我有会员啊，我借你。
Well, that beginning there was a laugh, obviously. I have a membership. I'll lend it to you. So, I guess ha 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 is the same in all languages, right?
Yeah.
And then 我有, so I have. 会员啊. So this is saying that I have a membership
Yes.
with a light tone at the end with the ah. And then 我借你. So 我借 means to lend, and then 你 is you, right?
Yes. And one thing to note here is that in the Chinese language, lend and borrow actually share the same character, 借.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you need to really read the context.
What about buy and sell? Because I know they sound the same.
They sound similar with different tones, but they're different characters.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think the idea here is the same. And also in ancient Chinese, there has been a period of time when buy and sell share the same character. So not wrong, on the right track.
Awesome.
太感谢了.
That's thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So 太 means two,
Too, thank you.
right? And then 感谢 is thank.
Yeah.
So
Too much thanks.
too much thanks.
Yeah. 我有其他平台的会员，如果你有需要，千万别跟我客气。
And that is I own memberships from other platforms. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Yes.
So 我有, that's I have.
I have.
其他, that's other.
Other.
And then we have this word 平台.
平台.
And that's platforms.
Platform. 平 actually means flat. And 台 is a deck or again, platform. So 平台 can be physical platforms.
All right.
But it can also be the abstractive platforms, the intangible ones, as in short video platform or a music platform, just these kind of websites.
Okay. So 平台的会员. So 会员
membership
is
of
membership.
these, yes,
So
platforms.
membership of these platforms. 如果 if 你有 you have 需要. This is like need, right?
Yeah.
So if you have any need for something, right?
Yeah.
千万, this is make sure.
Make sure. And 千万 actually is 千 is 1,000 and 1 is 10,000. We know that. In Chinese, if you say 千万别 something, it's saying that please make sure you do not do this. In 1,000, 10,000 cases of you doing something, don't do this. Carries that meaning.
Okay. So be as don't. Yeah. Gun is this with, right? And then 我客气.
Actually,
so I
我
or
is
me.
I, yes.
Right?
客气.
And then 客气, isn't that like you say this in response when you say 不客气?
Yeah, don't be too polite. 客气 actually is polite.
Polite.
So it means don't be a stranger. Don't be too polite to ask me if you need to. And that is why I think what you translated as don't hesitate asking me. That's really what it means already.
All right.
All right. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let's try the conversation.
你最近在追什么新剧吗？
我在看一个新出的悬疑网剧，但是因为我没有会员，所以一周只能看2集。我每天心急如焚地等更新，晚1分钟就心急火燎，坐立难安。
我有会员啊，我借你。
太感谢了，我有其他平台的会员，如果你有需要，千万别跟我客气。I think for this conversation, I did put in a lot of emotion in it.
Yes, you did.
And
something
perhaps
you can personally identify with,
I
right?
can, and I hope in the future I would do more of these kind of quote-unquote playing so that you guys would be able to hear the difference between when you read something with not a lot of emotion, but you're quite enunciating it, from when you're being very emotional and you say it like you say in daily lives. You are listening to Takeaway Chinese with myself, Niu Hongling, and Tony. We would love to hear from you. Send us your thoughts by email to learnchinese@cri.com.cn. Coming up next, let's talk about the pros and cons of purchasing memberships. Don't go away, so you will take some Chinese away. Welcome back to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Hongling with Tony. So, Tony, let's start with the positive ones.
Okay.
What are some perks of memberships in your opinion? Because there are so many different memberships out there.
Right.
I mean, there are, for example, if you're buying goods from a store, I think Costco would need a membership so you can get into the store.
Right, and that was probably going to be my first example. Costco is one of the better places to go and shop and buy certain things. They sell a lot of specialty products, and the quality there seems to be a little bit better than some of the other stores back home. And so, yes, and a lot of the products that they get tend to be top tier. So again, you're paying for that quality, and I think that that's something that's really
It's
nice.
kind of a privilege you're paying for.
Yes, yes. And not to mention, and I think most Costco goers can identify with the pizza and the stuff. When you're leaving the shop, they have this little place where you can go and buy, and it's so good. It can rival most of these like big franchise pizza places and stuff like that. So sometimes just paying the extra money gives you a little bit better. It gives you that cut above the rest, and I don't think that's psychological. I mean, it really does actually make things better. And I have another example with Adobe Lightroom, for example. I just got this app, And I've looked at dozens of others, and they have some decent services, but this one is just, it's just better. It gives it that professional look that, that's just a little bit better than some of these free services.
Yeah, in Chinese we call it 会员专享.
会员 membership.
专享.
专享.
专 means exclusive,
Uh-huh.
and 享 is enjoy. As a member, this is your exclusive benefit that only you can enjoy. See the name they give for these benefits?
I don't know about only me, but yes,
See, it's really tempting.
It's you versus the non-members.
Yeah, you versus the non-members.
Right.
That's for sure. And also there are other kind of membership. For example, for me, the membership I use most often would be for the food delivery services.
Okay.
There are different platforms for food delivery services. And for example, if you purchase a membership with, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 kwai a month, then within that month, to start with, you can get some food from certain stores with a certain discount. And also, on top of that, they would provide you with the coupons. Like, for example, 6 coupons, each one worth 8 or 5 yuan, so that it definitely balance out your membership fee if you use all of them.
And they're doing anything they can to keep your money in one place.
Oh, yeah, they do
Yeah,
that.
that's
Once
pretty
you
much what
purchase the membership, you feel like you can't really go to other places.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you're gonna.
That's part of it. That's part of the strategy. Once you've invested money into something, you don't want to invest it somewhere else, and then somewhere else is wasting money.
And I think that tactic is utilized by many platforms.
Sure.
We say 会员折扣.
会员
会员折扣.
折扣.
So 折扣 would be discount. Very
right.
useful word. 折扣.
Yeah, and I think the only way that it works where you do invest in other platforms is if those other platforms have something that the one that you are currently with doesn't. And I think that's something that a lot of these movie platforms do brilliantly. Like, for example, you have Apple TV, which is really popular, and I have Apple TV. But then you also have
Hulu,
HBO,
Netflix.
you have Hulu, you have Netflix, and they all have their specific films that you can't see anywhere else but on their platforms.
Isn't that frustrating?
It is quite a bit, actually, because it's like you want to just be able to see all of these things, but it's just you have to pay.
You have to pay, but
or you can be a pirate, but that's
not something we encourage.
That's short-lived,
And also, the thing is, as a consumer, we are basically trapped between rock and hard place. On one hand, we do not want them to monopolize the market. If there's only one platform providing you with all the shows, you would know that they will charge you much more than what they do now. But at the same time, you kind of feel like it'd be convenient if you can find everything on the same platform.
Yeah.
And I think that is why the so-called freeloaders by you are sharing their membership in different platforms. Because, if, for example, I purchase 2 or 3 membership from one platform, and I maybe buy the family plan kind, so I can share it with my friends, and my friends would buy memberships of other platforms. Then we can share. We would have all the platforms.
I guess that's certainly one way to go about it.
One way to go.
If you're sharing with other people. So that wouldn't necessarily qualify as a sure by sure, because if you have a membership, then you're sharing it with someone else. So it's not just one person that has no membership and they're just jumping on your back and utilizing the benefits, right?
That's true. And there are other ones for sure. For example, I think I have been the membership of a certain cloud service or a cloud store service. That is, you can save a lot of things online in your personal so-called cloud server or cloud storage for a certain amount of time, and you can do that whether or not you are a member. But by having a membership and paying for the so-called VIP membership, you would be able to have much better upload and download speed.
Yeah, and that's a big deal for
That's
a lot
a
of
big
people.
deal.
Yes, it is, because nothing is more annoying than waiting an eternity for something to download. And I've just had a few bouts with that, so that's why I'm
So we
sighing.
would say 速度快,
速度快,
speed fast.
speed fast.
Yeah, it's fast.
And I think another strategy that you haven't mentioned yet is the one where they allow you free access for a while, and you get used to it. And then all of a sudden they pull the rug from under you, and it's like now you have to pay.
It's almost always 7 days, and you get hooked with 7 days.
Not necessarily. I mean, there's a music sharing platform called QQ here.
Oh, yeah.
I would say for at least a year or maybe even more than that, I was listening to music for free, like all the time. But now you have to pay pretty much to hear it. Literally, a lot of songs.
Well, I think it depends on the time period you're talking about here.
Right.
If it's like several years before.
Several years ago,
Yeah,
yes.
several years
I was
ago,
able to
then-
listen to anything.
Then yeah, during that time, I think QQ Music is still open to basically all users.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really sure whether or not they themselves have purchased the copyright of those songs. And I'm not really sure
Probably
of
not.
that. Probably. But within recent years, with the Chinese government started to be really serious about copyright
Yeah.
issue and to protect the copyright. I think more and more music platforms, video platforms started to realize how important it is to protect the content creator.
Sure.
So in that sense, yes, they are paying for it, and as a result, we are paying for it.
Right.
And we've talked a lot about the perks of memberships. I would consider them perks, despite the fact that they lure me in and have me pay for it.
Yes.
Still.
That would be one of the cons.
Yeah, but
right?
another con I feel like is that sometimes there would be the kind of membership that you purchase, yet you don't really utilize the service or the benefit. And one for me would be a gym membership. I feel like I pay for gym membership so many times, and the time that I actually visit the gyms would be less than the time that I pay for it.
Well, I can't blame anybody on that scenario but yourself. I think that's just, you pay for it, you talk to the salesman, you wanted it at one time, and you just have to maintain that drive to go. I wouldn't say that that's a negative thing. And different people have different motivations. Sometimes that paying that money gets people motivated to go and work out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't operate that way, but there's a lot of people I know that if they're paying a personal trainer a fortune, they're going to use that as a way to get themselves.
Not only have I fallen into the trap of, paying for the membership of a gym,
Yeah.
I have actually persuaded one of my friends saying, we can go to the gym together. We can exercise together. Let's purchase it together. And
That never works.
I mean, it's not like I've got a cut or something, but that's what I did.
That
and we paid
never
for
works.
it. And we never go.
That's It's always this spur of the moment kind of thing. You watch some movie, you see some influencer, you see
got so
something,
motivated.
and when you get motivated, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, we sink back to where we were before. So yeah, I guess that's one of the downsides, because you pay for something normally annually, and you don't actually utilize that service for the full year.
Yeah.
I think that's really the biggest con. Outside of the money, it's actually pretty good to be a member of some type of, organization, depending on what it is.
Yes. So, learning from my examples, hopefully you guys who are listening would know to, think twice before you make the payment, before you actually purchase. Think about how much you're actually going to use the membership before you click, I want to buy.
Yeah, that's pretty sound advice.
That brings us to the end of today's Takeaway Chinese. I'm Miao Honglin with Tony here in the studio. For more episodes of the show, you can visit our website at radio.cgtn.com and go to the column Podcast.
You can also listen to the show and read the script there. Find us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, including Apple, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and much more. Just search for Takeaway Chinese. And don't forget to leave your comments, ratings, and questions.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.
再见。